golden hour here in Hatteras Harbor, Chile. We're hoping to leave tomorrow. We need this breeze to lay down a bit. This is a pretty tight berth we're in. And right now it's still blowing about 15 to 20. So we're hoping tomorrow morning, per the forecast, winds will be lighter, and we'll be able to get out of here. Somebody's cold. Are you cold? There's poison in there. Captain Lizzie has developed a protest cough. Her body even thinks it's cold. She starts hacking. She's not interested in any of this cold weather, and I can't blame her. She got this thing going. You doing all right? She's like, don't point that thing at me. Don't point that thing at me. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow we'll be out of here. All right, here we are down the Pamlico Sound. fog rolled in about 10 minutes. We had great visibility. And now we have pea soup. And just like that, the fog is gone. Mr. Sun said, "Oh, hell no. I'm burning you off." You like it. It's wild how quickly conditions could change on the water. Well, here we are, motoring along. Wrightsville Beach, Wilmington, North Carolina is just off the starboard beam, and we're headed for Frying Pan Shoals. We left at 7:30 this morning from Beaufort, North Carolina. Had about 4 hours of good sailing, some brisk sailing at first. The wind died off pretty quickly. And now, as you can see, we're motoring along at about 7 knots in relatively flat calm. There is a residual swell. And we're hoping to make Charleston sometime early afternoon tomorrow. If we get there early enough, we may continue on, perhaps to Hilton Head, or ideally all the way to Fernandina, although there is another front supposed to arrive late Wednesday. We would have to get in, today's Monday, we'd have to get into Fernandina early enough Wednesday to get secure before that front arrives. It's gonna be pretty stiff winds. So anyway, that's the update from SV Coralia, somewhere on the Atlantic Ocean, in somewhere on a very chilly Atlantic Ocean, in the middle of January. Just about sunset, coming on 5 p.m., a little bit after 5 p.m. Getting ready for a chilly night on the Atlantic. Making good time though. We've got a little bit of a breeze. And so we're motor sailing now, which is good. Anyway, Lizzie's down below making some spaghetti, and we're just gonna bundle up. As you can hear, the engine is running. It's about 1 a.m. We're still making good time towards Charleston. It's brutally cold. we're all bundled up. We are entering Charleston Harbor, and as usual there's a big boy coming out pushing us over to the side of the channel. This is a very busy harbor. I can't remember ever entering here when there weren't multiple large merchant vessels entering or leaving. And occasionally when you're lucky you'll see dolphins, like right there. There's dolphins dumping in the front of the bow wake of the big ship. I just saw one. There they are. There they are. But they're not right in front. They're riding the side wave. It's more, maybe he's going too fast for him already. You wouldn't think so. Maybe these are smart dolphins. They're like, no, no, no. We used to do that when we were teenagers. Very frigid Charleston. Sailing along full main, staysail, close hauled. Waiting for this wind to shift west and then northwest. Are you warm? Are you warm? Warm. So we were very close hauled. A couple hours out of Charleston now. And we were waiting for a wind shift, which should happen, we hope, in the next couple of hours. It's starting to shift a little bit. So initially when we came out, we were sort of headed east-southeast, and now we're kind of headed southeast, and we want to be heading eventually south and then southwest. So let's hope that the forecast materializes as predicted. Anyway, a lot going on, and we're heeled over a bit, but it's making good time still. Looks like we're doing about 7 knots. 6.5, 7 knots, close hauled, full main, full staysail. Well, there we have it. Pretty rough night last night. Winds were coming from the west, and we're expected to shift to west-northwest and then northwest, and that shift really didn't occur until much later than expected. We ended up getting pushed very close to the Gulf Stream and then had to claw our way back close haul into basically what you see behind me, which is fine now because we're like on 135 degree apparent wind angle. We're pretty much broad reaching, but when you're trying to sail into something like this, close hauled with these waves, I don't know, 3 seconds apart, 3 or 4 seconds apart, it was brutal. So glad that the wind shifted and we can now sail a little bit more comfortably, although it's still pretty sporty out here. I think this is still well in the low 20s. Look at the carnage here. Okay, we're coming to the end, well, at least the end of the daylight of our second day. We've only really been sailing for about about 30 hours, something like that. But the sun's about to go down, as you can see. These winds are still very impressive. Thankfully, we're broad reaching, about 135 degrees apparent. Might be slightly warmer. We're probably the same latitude as St. Augustine. And hopefully tomorrow, sometime before noon, we'll pull into Port Canaveral. Just about to go into Cape Canaveral. Still plenty of wind. This is much more like champagne sailing than what we had for the first 2 days. Well, the first 30 hours. Looks like it'll be a 48-hour trip, dock to dock. So that's pretty good for 3